Let's start with the real problem. In English, we use the word what for everything. We use it in sentences like, what do you want? I know what you mean. Do you know what he said? But in Spanish, there are different words for what, and they don't always work the same way. Sometimes it's a question. Sometimes it's not a question at all. And if you mix these two up, your Spanish is going to sound wrong. So today I'm going to show you when to use que, when to use lo que, and the simple steps that you can take to never get them wrong again. Okay, so let's get into the video. Now, que and lo que both translate as what in English, but there's a key difference in how each one is used. The first thing that I want to cover is the use of que by itself. This is the standalone que, and it always has an accent on the final E. We use this que whenever we mean what in a question. For example, what do you want? ¿Qué quieres? Or, what is that? ¿Qué es eso? So this use is pretty straightforward, really. But what about when we use what and it's not a question? Well, that's where lo que comes in. You can see it in the middle of a sentence like, you know what I want. Sabes lo que quiero. Or it could be at the start of a sentence like, what you need is to rest. Lo que necesitas es descansar. Now there's an easy way to spot the difference between que and lo que. First of all, you can see in those last two examples that even though both sentences use what, neither one is a question. The second clue is whether you can replace the word what with the words the thing that or that which. So look at the first example sentence again. You know what I want. We can replace what with the thing that, as in you know the thing that I want. Or we can replace what with that which, as in you know that which I want. And the same goes for the second example sentence. What you need is to rest. We can replace what with the thing that, as in the thing that you need is to rest. Or we can replace what with that which, as in that which you need is to rest. Now, of course, these might sound a little odd in English, especially replacing what with that which, but this is exactly the idea. It shows you when to use lo que instead of que. Now contrast that with the earlier example sentences that use que. What do you want and what is that? You can't replace what with the thing that in those sentences. What do you want? You couldn't say the thing that do you want? Or what is that? Again, you couldn't say the thing that is that. Those sentences don't make sense, which is why they use the question word que, not the relative pronoun lo que. So use lo que when what is not a question and can be thought of as meaning the thing that or that which. Now, as we've seen, que and lo que both translate as what in English, but there's one situation that often trips learners up, and that's when we put todo in front of lo que. In Spanish, todo means all or everything. When it comes before lo que, forming todo lo que, it translates as all that or everything that. For example, I have everything that I need to travel. Tengo todo lo que necesito para viajar. Now, just like lo que, todo lo que can also appear at the beginning of a sentence, as in, everything that you need is here. Todo lo que necesitas está aquí. Todo lo que, meaning all that or everything that, is the only combination you need to remember at a beginner level, because lo que doesn't normally pair with other words to change its meaning. Now, if we go back to our two example sentences using lo que, there's an important detail I need to explain. Let's look at them again. So we have you know what I want, sabes lo que quiero, and what you need is to rest. Lo que necesitas es descansar. In both cases, notice that the verb that follows lo que is always a conjugated verb. In sabes lo que quiero, the verb quiero is a conjugated verb meaning I want and comes from the verb querer. And in lo que necesitas es descansar, the verb necesitas is a conjugated verb and means you need and comes from the verb necesitar. So this is a key rule. Lo que is always followed by a conjugated verb. This matters because if your sentence uses what followed by an infinitive verb, then you must use que and not lo que. In Spanish, an infinitive verb is a non-conjugated verb that ends in either AR, ER or IR. For example, I don't know what to say. No sé qué decir. In that sentence, to say is an infinitive verb. In Spanish, to say is decir, and you can tell it's an infinitive verb because it ends in IR. So because it's an infinitive verb, we use que before it and not lo que. Another example could be, tell me what to prepare for dinner. Dime qué preparar para la cena. In that sentence, to prepare is an infinitive verb, which in Spanish is preparar. Because it's an infinitive verb, it takes que before it, not lo que. So if you're using what followed by an infinitive verb, use que. And if the what that you're using means the thing that and is followed by a conjugated verb, use lo que. Now, if you want a handy reference for everything that we're covering in this video, I've made a free PDF that you can download. It's perfect for reviewing later at your own pace. You'll find the link down in the description below. Now, this next part is where most learners really get tripped up. Sometimes a sentence looks and sounds like a question, but not every what inside a sentence is actually asking a question. For example, take the following sentence. Do you know what I need? ¿Sabes lo que necesito? Now, at first glance, you might think you need the Spanish word que because it's a question. But here's the thing. The real question is only the first part of the sentence. The question part is sabes, meaning do you know? The second part of the sentence, the lo que necesito, what I need, is not a question. It's not what do I need. Instead, what I need, lo que necesito, is a statement. So the meaning of the sentence really is, do you know the thing that I need? See how we're able to swap the word what in that sentence for the thing that. Because we can do that and it makes sense, it tells us that it should be lo que instead of que. Let me give you a couple more examples to make it clear. So you could say, do you understand what I'm saying? ¿Entiendes lo que digo? In that sentence, the do you understand part is the question. The second part, what I'm saying, is not a question, it's a statement. It really means the thing that I'm saying, which is why we use lo que and not que. Another example could be, do you remember what happened yesterday? ¿Recuerdas lo que pasó ayer? In that sentence, the do you remember part is the question. The second part, what happened yesterday, is not a question, it's a statement. It really means the thing that happened yesterday, which again is why we use lo que instead of que. So don't just think of lo que as what, think of it as the thing that. Before you speak, try to replace what with the thing that in your head. If it still makes sense, use lo que. And if it doesn't make sense, use que. Now, the best way to master que and lo que is to practice these forms in real sentences, so you can use them naturally and confidently when speaking. That's exactly what my beginner Spanish course helps you to do. It guides you step by step to build full Spanish sentences from the very first lesson, using the most commonly used words in context. You can check out my course for free right here on YouTube by clicking the thumbnail that's on screen now, or by following the link that's in the description. So, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.